Hey everybody, and welcome to FTL. Last run, we tried our rock cruiser, and it didn't go so well. We took a lot of damage in an asteroid field, and then basically accidentally got finished off when we tried to help some people convince their friends to not be pirates, and they refused to surrender and just kind of blew up really, really badly, I guess is the only way to describe it. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of the achievements, even though we had the opportunity to get some of these. But yeah, we'll have to just start again. We will keep our guys where they are, save those positions, and just get jumping, I guess. Now we're gonna have to go pretty much pure missiles. Of course, there has to be enemies. So we're just gonna keep jumping through here. Hopefully we can. Alright, so we can either accept the bribe or try and be a hero. We're gonna be heroes, because we're terrible people. Being a hero is what gets you killed. Which is why we're doing it. I'm gonna turn off the med bay to turn on our dodge, because they do have enough to hurt us. It might only be one. Ah, well. They are a rock ship, so they managed to survive. Our engines have gotten pretty severely damaged. But our Rockman, who is immune to fire, is going to be just fine. All we need is one more missile to land, and we win. We'll wait for Mara. Oh man, so they're gonna offer us stuff, which we can't. You know, I'm gonna sell the hull missile and buy the halberd beam. I think it's totally worth it. Early sector. We will totally be able to use that to get through shields instead of spending missiles, and then we'll have an excess of missiles later on. It will make getting the one achievement of taking something down with just missiles significantly harder, just because we don't have two missile systems, but first jump, getting an opportunity at a halberd, well, not first jump with an enemy, getting a chance at a halberd beam is pretty nice. See, we will attack the rebels, so they are going to be able to hurt us. As long as this lands, they are in sync enough. So they did take out our sensors. Weapons guy, why don't you go? So I'm going to make a sweep here like that. Take out their shields. If it does drop their shield down by doing enough damage to it, we will then do 2 damage for each remaining room, and hopefully we'll also take out their weapon systems. And that it did. So as you can see, they're of course at 2 hull left. We have to wait for the halberd beam again. But either way, we can be pretty decently assured that they're going to be finished off by it, because they only have 1 shield. I think it's pretty much actually impossible for them not to be finished off by it. Let's return our guys. We will steal supplies from the civilians because I'm a jerk. And I got what I deserved. So I guess everybody just go repair that. You're all so slow. This is what you get for stealing from the civilians. And now, Mara, you're actually injured. So why don't you get to the med bay just real fast? I like having all my guys at full health, because I've had times where they've been, you know, low enough that's. Man, oh my gosh, so many stupid stores. Don't get me wrong, stores are. Oh, damn it. We are going to get torn apart. There's no doubt in my mind we are going to get torn apart, and our weapon system is going to get hit. If our weapon system gets hit, we're going to be in some trouble. Okay, so we've got 0 dodge chance now. But what we really need to do is something that we can't. We can't hit all of these things. We get to pick and choose though. Okay, we can't hit all 4 of those. And those are the ones we want to hit. So they won't have shields, they won't have weapons, they won't have a dodge chance, and they won't have drones. They're gonna surrender, I don't care, they've done so much damage to us. Wow, we actually just wrecked them with that beam. That was a beautiful beam. Asteroid fields seem to be our nemesis, which is rather unfortunate, really. R took some more damage again. I'm not going to spend the time to heal her in an asteroid field. If we're lucky, I could dodge back to this door. No. Well, screw it. Let's do it. See if I can make it. We will intervene to defend the outpost. They have hacking. They are hacking our engines. We're going to get ioned and then beamed, which is going to be very bad for us. Our dodging is now 0. So I'm going to target these systems. They're hacking. Their hacking is not really what I want, it's their weapons. And then we should be able to finish them off. 1-1-2. Unfortunately, the ion damage managed to just barely get us into the point where their beam could hit us again. But we got a good chunk of scrap from that. And we're going to offer our assistance. We will attempt to scan the planet. Yeah, but we have nothing that we can actually do there. Alright. To this store. With 80 scrap, can we get something useful? Chances are no, but we might as well try. There's a drone control that would come with a defense drone. We'd have to sell something for it, though. Is it worth selling our rock plating for defense drone? We've only got 3 drones is the problem. There are only 3 drone parts. But we could get long-range scanners, which I think is what I'm going to do. Long-range scanners will be really helpful in the long run. And at this point, I can at the very least get the bars for the 2 shields. And I can spend an engine and our med bay to get them. Which is probably what I will do. Oh, our med bay isn't even powered to begin with. So, our oxygen. Or all our dodge stance. We might even be able to pull this off. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, if I'm guaranteed... we'll attack the automated ship. So they've got 2 shots. As long as they don't hack our shields, which, okay, they hacked our weapons. That's going to be really annoying. But they can't hurt us, and we will eventually be able to hurt them. In fact, I will just line it up as this. So whenever we get the chance, depending on how good their hacking is, we might just get a shot right here. So we've disabled their hacking. We've done damage to their weapons. We should be able to finish them off just like we did the last one, with a shot right across there. We'll do 1 damage to the engines through their shields, 1 damage to their shields through their shields, and then hopefully that'll take their shields down, and we'll do 2 damage to piloting, and finish them off. Now we do have to actually power our engines in order to continue jumping. But basically we can kind of just hunker down, except that we're going to take hits. Let's see. So yeah, this is another one where we want 2 shields. Because they have a combo that can hurt us if we don't. It'll be really nice once we actually have engines up, because then we won't absolutely have to take it on the chin. But until that time, we kind of have to. So this should do 7 damage, which won't finish them off, but it's good damage. So I'm actually going to put power into the engines now. They don't really have a chance of defeating us at this point. They won't get enough weapons online in time. In fact, they barely got their shields on in time. But it was not quite enough. 45 scrap, very nice. We will be able to pull this shenanigans off, and I think we'll have done the most that we possibly could. Nearby planet, we'll check. Oh, sweet. A Loyal Federation colony, looks like. So, very nice. We will inquire about their specialty. Sensors, yes. I will take sensors for 11 scrap. If you want to improve them, I will definitely not say no. Don't really want to do nebulas. I'm not a big fan of them. So we're just going to head to the civilian sector. Now what I am going to do, real quick, is check out the map. Doesn't seem to be a store nearby, so I'm going to upgrade our reactor. So now we can have our shields and our engine. We're just going to go here to this unvisited location that doesn't really have a chance for a ship. Move from scan of the area, and we have found a rebel ship. They have an overshield, which is interesting. That's going to at least power up once. So the way that I'm actually going to do this is like this. The first beam should take out the overshield that's there. The second tick, yeah, hits the shields. It actually missed the shields. So it looks like we have to hit 2 rooms, then the shields, then somewhere else. We should be able to get through this, but it's going to be super annoying. And we really do need to take out their drones. Alright, so in fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this. So we've hit their drone isn't going to be able to do anything. And they are charging their FTL. At this point, it's going to take just as much time to switch to the Artemis. They're going to get away. Oh well. Yep, almost, but not quite. Fortunately, I suppose, we don't have to worry about doubling the rebel pursuit. We didn't really take any damage there, though, so we can't really complain. So they're hacking our oxygen, and they're trying to get away. So they can't hurt us. So logical first shot is engines, shields, piloting. It hits everything that allows them to jump away. And their shields, which means we do some extra damage, so they're going to be delayed. Don't really care about the weapons. Yeah, the hacking's annoying, but honestly, I was gonna say, I don't think they've used it yet. And we're just gonna do the same thing again. They have 5 hull left, so next shot will kill them. There was no way we could have rearranged that to be able to kill them within those shots, because it's either hit 2 rooms with shields first or 3 rooms, 1 before the shields, which is, strictly better than just 2 rooms with shields first. And we will go here, see if we can get another fight. We're going to defend the outpost. That's really scary, actually. But we've got 2 shields, and that's charging stupid fast. That's because you're in the med bay. I've been so busy watching them that... Alright, so luckily they're not going to be able to hurt us there. So we will go shields. That should be 7 damage on their ship. Very nice. And we will be able to finish them off next turn. Next time we get to fire our halberd beam, because we will basically only have to hit 3 rooms, and I'm going to hit the shields just for fun. And they're done. We protected an outpost, and they are going to help us by giving us basically double scrap. Do I want to go into an asteroid field? Not really. I've got 116 scrap. I'm going to hit 1 more beacon before I hit the store, just in case of weapon pre-igniter. We get an anti-personnel drone. So we'll jump to the store. I'm probably going to end up selling that. It's good for defense. Okay, so we've got drone control that comes with the defense drone. It's going to be... Oh man, but there's also an Ion Blast Mark II. Ion Blast Mark II is basically the Vulcan of ion weapons, because it charges every 4 seconds and it just keeps plugging away at shields. So I basically get to choose here between missile defense and being a little bit more offensive. The difference being, of course, that we can actually use the drone control right now. So we're talking, well, let me sell that. So we're talking, we're at 146. I would need 155, so I would need 9 scrap. So the question is, could I jump away and jump back? And that answer is yes, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Because chances are there's going to be combat here. Beam drone, they can't even hurt us. And I can't hit more than 1 thing here. So, we don't have any non-rock crew member, so the biggest danger here is just going to be our systems catching fire and burning down before we can put that fire out. So this will get us definitely 9 scrap. I won't have to sell anything. I'm gonna open all doors, and I'm just gonna close the one that our guys are in and vent everything else. And that'll take care of that. It's actually not even worrisome. And we'll just do this again. That should finish them. Oh, that's right, not quite, not quite. I was thinking they had 4 hull again, but they did only have, they had 5. So they had more than they needed. Alright, close all doors. Open all doors to spread out the oxygen, close everything, and we'll jump back to the store. And that way we will get both of those things that I wanted. Sweet. Now I'm gonna have to invest in my power, my weapon power, to do this. I don't have enough fuel to actually justify that. One, two. I think we could get a 3rd jump off. So yeah, we can zigzag through these, and we are basically guaranteed to get combat. So we're just gonna fight them. I don't have enough jump points. I literally just don't have enough jump points to make use of the delay. So it's just not worth the scrap at that point, because I won't make it up. Alright, so shields, I'm not worried about their weapons, and I can hit 4 rooms. So this should be 7 damage. Not quite. The Halberd Beam did not do enough damage to take out the shields. Which means it'll probably be fixed enough to not get hurt again on the next one. Yep. So we're just going to deal another 4 damage, and we're just going to have to wait for another round of weapons. Just barely. So close. So close and yet so far. But we're doing pretty good at this point. I can just set up the Halberd Beam. And the reason why I really wanted the Ion Blast is because we're about to reach that point where we won't be able to deal with multi-shield ships. If they've got 2 shields, we will not be able to do anything. That should just be 2 shots, which means we should be safe. So we will aim like this. That'll do 7 damage. Yep, that's 2 shots, so we are more than fine. Oh, that's a combat drone. I'm silly. I thought that was a defense drone. Alright, well, we've got something else that we're looking for. I could have just bought the drone control unit and sold the combat drone, and would have been fine as well. Teaches me to learn how to read. Or pay attention, one of the two. So they're preparing to jump, but they've been delayed. We just have to wait for our Halberd Beam to be up again. We should be able to finish it off. They once again have like 3 bars, or 3 levels of shields. So the first hit that's coming from the Halberd Beam is not quite enough to take them out. However, enough strokes of the Halberd Beam will be enough. We will jump to the exit. Alright, we will intervene to defend the outpost. This is going to be an interesting choice, but trust me on this one. Don't have enough power. We're going to do this. They don't have any shields. So if I can stop that missile from firing, which I was not able to do, but it missed anyway. Basically, we just won. So the combat drone was actually really useful. It was very nice. And we did get a drone part back. So I'm not particularly happy with the way that went because I didn't want to have to use the ion. I didn't want to have to use the drone part. But let's look. I'm going to need 35, 85, 160 scrap to get that, plus power on top of it, to get that up and running. Let's look at we got Mantis and NG. I'm gonna go NG because we're not worried about drones right now. I'm not worried about missile defense. What I should do is put 1 bar in so that if I need to, I can power the Artemis. if worst comes to worst, that will allow me to get through a 2-shield ship. Well, we got another boarding drone, which could also be useful. Once again, we're going to go a little centralized. Let's see. As soon as you jump into the system, you receive a hail from a nearby NG vessel. Their captain appears on screen. Strange. Can you assist in debugging? We'll listen to their problem. Found malfunctioning mantis. Believes it is human. Will receive input only from human. We'll send a shuttle. Ah, damn it. I forgot I didn't have a human. So now we're in some real trouble because I'm down to 2 crew. That's really unfortunate. 6 fuel for a drone part? Yes. You need to get into engines. You're not all that good at weapons, considering. There's a lot of places we could go. We're gonna go here and maybe weave our way back to the store. It'd be nice to get another crew member now. Oh, we got a shield overcharger. We've gotten tons of stuff. Darn it, all stores. Well, I guess I'll just look for a weapon pre-igniter at this point. Just do some shopping. What do I want to sell? I don't want any of these. I do not want any of these. So I will sell the boarding drone. The shield overcharger we've used before, honestly it wasn't as useful as it should have been. Yeah. The Zoltan shield bypass would be useful, but I don't have any systems that need it right now. Though I could get mind control plus the Zoltan shield bypass, but I don't think that's nearly as worth it as a teleport. Cloaking though, I don't know. I'm not impressed by that store's selection. At this point I'm hitting 3 stores. If I don't find anything good, it's just going straight into the weapon system. Emergency respirators. Oh, flack. I should probably pick up this Zoltan. I need another crew member. That's a good place to start. I didn't even check if it was good or anything. It doesn't really matter. Do I want flak? At this point, I'm thinking the Ion Blast is better. I can't power the flak. Oh wait, yes I can. Oh my. I think I found my final layout. It's gonna be flak, Ion Blast, Halberd Beam. Are you good at anything? No, but you're gonna be our new weapons person. We'll get at least 1 bar in weapons, although, switch that up. Switch it up. Since you've already at least got a little bit of weapons training, it might as well be that. I don't like this. So we don't have any doors. You need to stay there. You go run the doors, you run into here. I don't want him getting anywhere when we... Okay, so the missile has been launched. It's hit engines. That's gonna fire right now. I can't stop it. I was hoping to stop it, but could not. So, shield. This should come really close to finishing him off. And it's a rock ship, so it resisted. It's teleported back. Close doors. You get back here. I don't want to use the Artemis if I don't have to. I shouldn't have to, I don't think. Although they're going to have their missile launcher available again. No, I'm not going to accept your surrender after you were such a dick. Alright, does this do 2 damage? Yeah, I'm just going to launch it. Finish him off. We've got 30 some odd missiles. Guess we're hitting another store. If I go to this store, it's going to have something I want, and I don't want that to be a thing. I will dock the refueling platform. Alright, we took some hull damage. Where do we take it? Right in the engines. Go help repair the engines. Oh, look at all your systems. You've got, yeah, that's a combat 2. I can tell because it's firing often enough that it took down both our shields at once. But their rooms are so densely packed that this is going to be a heyday. But what I really need to do is just put one more bar of weapons in so I can get the flak, and then I can coordinate the flak and the halberd. And that will basically lead to some carnage. I'm not accepting your surrender. I'm dealing more and more damage to you every time. Now, I've come to the realization that I can't actually damage them extra by hitting their shields first, because they, once again, have enough bars of shields. However, they can't actually hurt me, so it doesn't matter. 42 scrap. Let's do that, actually. Now, we do need some more power in case we were to use our combat drone, but I'm not all that keen on using the combat drone. So we should be able to get 4 more jumps, and either way, both of these can make it here. So I'm not all that concerned. Oh, look, it's a mantis. Oh, well, that's really bad. Because I can't be in the door room and have drained the oxygen in there, I have to send somebody to fight. And he's going to get torn apart. So I have to hope that I can do enough damage to dissuade them from continuing to attack our oxygen. Oh man. Alright, so we're going to launch the flak. You need to leave. You have to remember that they actually take a little bit longer to get out of the room because they're so slow. So we actually killed their ship in one go. We can request fuel, a weapon, or a drone. I want to request a drone. So we got some anti-ship drones. Okay, I actually don't want to do that now. Don't want to do that now. Zoltan, you are not going to be able to hold your own. I need there to be oxygen in all these rooms, and I've just doomed them to not be oxygen in that room. Hopefully our rock can get there in time. Alright, you need to go fix that. And now. Alright. You're pretty high health right now, you need to go there and help too. Actually, we can open all the doors. And that'll spread out the oxygen. So that nobody dies from oxygen deprivation. Alright, so everybody back to their rooms. You're no longer injured. You two should get to the med bay. You're way too low to just be wandering around. Alright. Stick is our weapons guy, and Garrick is our pilot. I really need to resave everybody's positions, because the Zoltan's position did not get saved. But the flak halberd beam combo actually worked really nice, and with the ion blast in there, it'll be pretty darn shenanigans. Now, I would have definitely preferred having a repair as an option there. Well, now I've got an anti-combat drone. I'm gonna go there. Not because I don't want combat, because there's a chance that I might be able to get to the other one as well. Alright, so we can't help them because we don't have an NG. Pretty sure that's the stealth cruiser quest. We will buy 6 fuel for 12 scrap, yes. It's a really good deal. Pirate or Zoltan Homeworlds? Well, we'll go to the Zoltan Homeworlds. We can deal with Zoltans. But what we... Oh man, we've got some nebulas here. I don't have anything particularly against nebulas, but I'm not too fond of them. If I can avoid them, I do. Because not having sensors... Sensors are really nice to have, basically. It's pretty much the logic behind that. And mostly just because I should close all doors. We did take some damage there. And now we will retaliate in kind. So we can deal Quite a bit of damage to them. We will not accept surrender. And I'm going to hope that our next flak shot, at least just one of them hits. They don't have a piloting system, so I'm pretty sure one will. Well done. At this point, I'm actually pretty satisfied with our setup. I don't really need the ion blast just yet. I'll give them the fuel. I'll upgrade my reactor. Worth it? Maybe, maybe not. Especially because we're going to spend a lot of fuel jumping around. But what I am going to do... We need some stuff. I need a next level of doors. Intruders have been biting me pretty hard. I think we'll just do that for now. Because if there are intruders anywhere, I'm going to be in some trouble. So they've got cloaking and at least 2 shots plus the ion. So what I think I'm going to do here... So otherwise I'm going to take damage. Alright, so one of them did miss, which means we're doing okay. I'm tempted to throw in a beam drone at him. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna wait to synergize with my halberd beam. Alright, we just hit their piloting. Man, we managed to not take damage there. Don't know if we could have done that without the beam drone, but well, I guess I could rewatch the footage and let you know. Should I go to that store? I think I'll be okay. One of the things I do need to do is upgrade my reactor. Inside the nebula you detect a rogue planet drifting through space. On its surface, a huge monolith visible distance even to naked eye. Zoltan Elder hails you from the planet. Through luck or intent, you have discovered the Great Eye. Look into its depths and receive your just desserts. We'll pull the ship in closer and get a healing burst. Why, thank you, sir. Unvisited possible ship detected. Oh, I actually think I can see the plasma storm, so I don't have to worry. I keep forgetting I have long-range sensors. So they've got 3 ions and a beam. So if 2 of those ions hit, their beam will be able to do damage. We also need to we just need some general shield and engine upgrades. So their beam is not going to be able to get through. That's very good for us. They do not have any shields, which is also very good for us. And I really should have just fired right away. Managed to finish them off rather easily. See, there you go. We now know that that is a plasma storm. So we will avoid it like the plague because plasma storms are terrible. So we've got intruders, and we don't know where. They're in the med bay. They are probably going to take out that med bay. It sounds like there's 3 or 4 of them. Alright, they've gotten in. So now you will move out. And Zoltan, you will do the same. And Pilot, why don't you go as well? Just open all the doors. Sorry, let's close all the doors. We still want to open all the doors. We'll just close. We'll let you in. That was simple enough. We'll let the oxygen go a little bit, and everybody return to your stations. Once again, I keep forgetting to save the Zoltan. Right. So we can jump here, but that's the only place we'll get. Honestly, I'm tempted to jump to the plasma storm just to jump to the plasma storm. With half reactor, we can still do some crazy stuff. I'm ballsy. Call it ballsy, call it stupid, but I can do it. I can dig it. Oh, we will secure the fuel supply. So, we want flak. And we've got 2 shields and 1 engine. We should actually be entirely safe from them. I'll just keep firing the flak as fast as I can afford to fire it. we should be through their shields in no time. Now we managed to miss all of those, which is very unfortunate. It means, though, that they're spending a good amount of power on their engines. Probably. I'm actually kind of okay with this. It's a little bit annoying, but it turned out to be okay. It took a gamble. We're doing some damage, and they can't really do much against us at this point. Their FTL is charging, though. So I'm going to have to aim the flak at their engines. Hopefully at least one of them will hit. Looks like two of them will. So one did. Their FTL has been delayed, though. And we managed to kill them. Sweet. It's kind of a tense moment there. 22 scrap. Now I am running a little low on fuel. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is jumping here and then making my way. Alright, so we've got a ship here that has no shield. Yeah, this is a ship that can't actually harm us. Is that the most that I can hit? 3 rooms? Nope, I can hit 4. Which should finish them off, actually. Yep. If you don't have shields, you're really gonna have a bad time. We're going to have to pick up some fuel at the shops here. But I think that's a small price to pay for all the exploration we managed to get done. Nothing good here, but I'm really tempted to pick that person up. I don't want an anti-drone, though an anti-drone would be kind of nice against the flagship. I'll think about it. I don't really want these, so we'll do that. Still want all those. Yeah, I'll take another Zoltan. They're really useful. Super useful. Let's close all our doors here. And let's get you into shields, actually. We don't have anybody in shields. And you're actually already good at shields, which is phenomenal. We should be able to hit all these beacons as well on our way. I will probably repair at the second beacon. Alright, so missiles. We're going to throw up a combat drone. And the reason for that is to hopefully knock through that significantly faster. That missile is definitely going to get a shot off. We just have to hope that it misses. Alright, so we still took system damage. I should have fired that flak. Darn it, I need you to not miss. Darn it. Okay, they got another missile off. But we're gonna do this. They hit our oxygen. You're actually decent at repairing. Please go fix that. We can get an Arden Miss off here, which I very much want to do. I'm actually going to launch it at shields. And the reason for that is, yeah, that'll finish him off. So that was really, really unfortunate the way that all played out. But in the end, I think we did do okay. We are running pretty darn low here on hull. I'm playing a dangerous game. We're being mind controlled. And the engines. How much do we really care about stopping that? Enough. Once again, I'm going to put out a combat drone. I will fire my flak, though, immediately. We're still going to get that missile at us. Son of a gun. We are really playing with fire here. I need you to take out that Zoltan shield. Okay. Alright. Weapons, shield, mind control. We've done a crazy amount of damage and we actually managed to take them out. That was really close. Super dangerous. We are at 4 hull. That's so close to dead. But we do have a store right here, so I'm not all that worried. I'm going to have to spend some scrap on healing, but we've got a defense drone, so I'm going to... Okay. I don't want any of those. But cloaking is tempting. Alright, so I don't want the combat drone anymore. But I do want this defense drone. Oh my. I definitely want mind control, but do I want cloaking? The answer is yes. Even if just for 1 bar, I want cloaking. And we are going to fix as much as we humanly can, so that we are no longer teetering on the edge of death. And I'm totally okay with this. With this, we only need 3 power in there, which is pretty nice. We'll try to communicate peacefully. And we find an NG who's good at piloting and shields. That's awesome, actually. We don't really need him to pilot. But what we're going to do is we're going to use him as our roving... we'll have him right next to Oxygen, since Oxygen seems to be a really favored target. Zoltan or NG? We've got some Zoltans, so I'm tempted to go for Zoltans, but I think I'm going to go for NG, because we've got there is an unavoidable nebula at the end of the other track. I really don't want to go to that store. I need to focus now on upgrading my ship. We're at 2 shields, which is stupid dangerous. There's intruders on board, but where? In our Oxygen. Alright. So that's a thing. And we're going to mind control one of them, actually. So they will fight. They've got defense drones out the wazoo. But they really only have a few shots. So, flak is on its way. Most of that's actually going to get defended. But not enough. You're going to give up on trying to take out our sensors. I actually don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about cloaking. I'm waiting for the flak and halberd to be aligned again. And we're actually going to mind control the pilot. Launch our flak. And we got some nice damage. Nice damage, and we got the shield down, which was beautiful. Got a good chunk of scrap. The quest for pre-igniters is eternal. It's impossible to not be thinking about how awesome it would be to get it. So I just saw hacking. Do I have enough? Well, they've got a missile. So I want a defense drone. If we take that off, I've got a defense drone. And then we'll cloak. Nice. Our defense drone is being a total boss right now. But all it's gonna take is yeah, that missile's gonna mess it up. Honestly, I'm not too worried about the hacking, but we are gonna be able to do a ton of damage. Just have to decide what vector to go for. They've actually run out of hacking parts, I believe. That's what it looks like to me. We actually fared very well there. 60 scrap. The struggle is real. Just do it. Either that or life form scanner. That basically does... I don't want any of these. I really don't. The struggle is real. The pre-igniters may not be. Do we secure the cache or do we booby trap? Yeah, I think we booby trap. the 2 jumps, we definitely need some space, because this isn't traveling very fast, this area. A lot of close together points. So we want that defense drone again. We can't mind control slugs, but they don't have any. So they're actually completely helpless to my wins. As long as my defense drone doesn't mess up, I might just try and mind control them to death. They don't have... Yeah, that's actually a decent plan. I kind of like it, to be honest. You should be indoors. Not that we'll really need it, but just in case. We'll mind control the person with the highest hit points. I'm not actually concerned about the shields. That's bad. Don't blow up. Okay. Defense drone MVP. Alright, so we don't really have a choice right now. I have to aim at those missiles. I don't really want to do damage to anything else. I just want to keep the missiles offline. Until we can get another defense drone out. Is it worth the extra effort that I'm putting in? Honestly, probably not. But it's kind of worth at least trying. So can I kill him? Maybe. I think what I'm gonna have to do is flak up some oxygen. This is how I'm gonna have to do this. Let them get their weapons back up, but just keep the oxygen really low and see if he dies from that. Because I'm just gonna mind control him back right now. And he's just gonna be doing nothing while the ship drains of oxygen. Because that ion stunner is gonna do diddly squat over the course of this. And then he goes back to fixing. The question is whether or not he actually did more damage, which at this point I can't actually know. But the oxygen is getting lower, and I am just about to mind control him again. I don't know. He's pretty darn bipolar, I think. Gotta save the engines, gotta hurt the engines, gotta save the engines, gotta hurt the engines. Well, he's come to realize that he needs to fix this. I'm not going to let him. He's gonna probably come close, though. Well, it's now just gotten toxic. Nope. You're not surrendering. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna die in there. 3 fuel, 67 scrap. I like it. Once again, we're gonna try and move to a central location. I'm still being cheeky and trying to look for weapon pre-igniters. Because weapon pre-igniters would be fantastic. I'll inquire about your specialty. Oxygen system for 16 scrap? Yes, please. And look, we found a store. But honestly, I shouldn't jump to the store right away. And the reason why is because the loop of getting back. We'll carefully cut the ship out. Yeah. So this is actually more optimal, and just the ducking weaving is a little bit more efficient. Darn. Alright, so they don't actually have it either. They do have a clone bay, another anti-drone, but I'm not too concerned with that. Honestly, I'll take the backup battery. Backup battery's good. Backup battery is definitely good. Alright, so it's time... Oh, first, okay, I'm gonna jump over here first. I will jump over here first. See if there's not a store amongst these. Used our NG to aid us. So for our ship, what do we need to improve? We need another level of shields. definitely. We should... Yeah. Alright, so we got another level of shields and some engine power. I like that. That's what we need at the moment, I think. So I'm thinking here, 1, 2, 3. So I'm thinking we just play it safe and assume that I estimated just a little bit. Okay, another Halberd Beam. And 29 scrap. No. No. We don't have a clone bay. Fuck the giant spiders. I don't feel like losing anybody today. Should have bought some fuel. We'll give them 15 missiles. They healed us and gave us 31 scrap. Honestly, I don't think I could have possibly ever used those. So Mantis controlled or Mantis controlled. I think I picked the second one. We'll find out, but yeah, there's no reason. This makes me want to just leave my ship as empty as I can. I'll repair 5 damage for 10 scrap. That's a pretty good deal, and it's none of it's wasted. A nearby sun. I'm not too worried about the sun. Oh shoot, we are now out of fuel. Should have paid attention to that. We have to attempt to attack them and hope to get some fuel. Their FTL is charging. I'm just cloaking right away. The only reason is really so that I can get a little bit of charge time on them. Alright. The flak's hit, so we're good. Halberd Beam will... Honestly, I probably could have finished that off. I think I might have been able to hit 4 rooms. I gotta check now. Yeah, I could have, but the flak will do it just as good. And I didn't take any damage, so I don't feel too bad about that. We did not get fuel, so we have to turn on our distress beacon and wait. So luckily for us anyway, buy 5 fuel for 20 scrap. Yeah, expensive, but worth. I mean, honestly, it's not terribly expensive either. So, we can side with the fugitive. We're gonna offer up the bounty. Okay, so it was a trap. Frickin' oxygen, man. They just like it so much. And I'm just gonna mind control you. I don't want you doing diddly squat. Just stand there. So they've got level 2 defense drone. They've got 3 shields. That's a little risky. But they can hurt us. But luckily for us, we managed to get those through. So we'll launch some flak. Our Halberd Beam will be ready with the flak cannon. We'll have to wait a second, obviously, but... And they're finished. I'm surprised that enough of that got through to get their shields down. Definitely dangerous, but overall, I can't say I'm disappointed with the way that went. We're into 3 shield. Alright, so we're getting visitors. I think that's worth mind controlling. So I want you to fight. And we're going to lock you in that room with each other. But we're going to drain the other outside rooms. Other than that, they don't really have the ability to hurt us. That missile could. But I'm waiting to see if I can pull this off. Alright, it's still active. I'm waiting for it to fire, basically. We're going to power up our backup battery and put out that defense drone to take care of it. Alright, you get back in the door room. I'm waiting for mind control on the pilot, but is it worth waiting for the round? probably. He's not going to be able to do enough damage. Mind control's up. Mind control the pilot. Launch the flak. Do some nice damage. We've done quite a bit of damage to their hull. It will only be a matter of time. I'm just launching the flak. Yep. Managed to take them out with just enough. All three of those hits, so worked well. Alright, we're doing pretty good right here. We've got a store, but I'd like to maximize, obviously. I think I can pull off here, store. It won't be fully optimal, I don't think. I think we'll have lost a jump or two, but we'll have gone to a store and hopefully have bought some fuel. No reward. Luckily, that's all still open. We're just going to take advantage of it. You should not be able to do that, and I hate you for it. I really hate that that's a thing. They're all going to fight each other. That one's going to die. When it finally converts back, we just do this, and it's going to die immediately. And basically now they all run around with chickens, like chickens with their heads cut off, because we managed to thwart their plans. Alright, so looks like we're going to get boarded again. The question is where? Alright, I'll do this. That's just going to trap them in there, and then they'll fight each other. I'm going to leave that closed. Alright, they don't have anything. I hate you. He's getting teleported back. Like, this game sometimes, that needs to not be a thing. Because he's probably going to be able to take that out. Alright. So we'll go like this. He gets teleported back off. Let's close our doors. They might eventually teleport back on, but I'm not all too worried. I'm just going to launch that flag because it should recharge in time. Plus, I'm going to wait for the mind control. You get back in there, improve those doors. They don't actually have a pilot right now, so I'm not even concerned. You get to fight each other. Meanwhile, I will slice your ship to ribbons. Hey, game, stop. I just don't want him getting damaged. And our flak finishes it off again. Let's close all our doors. So we did get some fuel there. That is right on the edge. We would have been able to make it with one extra jump. I was tempted to go another jump out, but it looked too close. Oh my. Well, we could pick up another crew member. But do I want something like the swarm missiles? Honestly, that sounds like a really... I've had swarm missiles in the past. Now, as it stands... I can't use the... You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell the Artemis. And I'm going to buy swarm missiles. And what this is basically going to allow me to do is I can power these and I can switch out the swarm and the flak. This is, of course, assuming that I ever actually get to 8 power in my weapon system, which is, in fact, believe it or not, the plan. So, asteroid field. Sounds like fun. So I'm just going to cloak the first missile that comes by. Other than that, I don't even have to worry about this. And then we're just going to shoot our flak. Go a little crazy. We should be able to hit 4 rooms. This won't kill them, but it'll do a lot of damage. It did not get rid of missile. I hate to do this. I don't care, they're dead. And our shields are still okay. We are still running low on fuel. I made a mistake of not buying fuel at the store again. I need to stop doing that. Forgetting to buy fuel, that is. Alright, let's get you guys healed up, because there's a Zoltan in there. It's going to automatically start healing them because it's powered. And I actually haven't saved either of your positions, so hitting return didn't actually do anything. Oops. So let's do that now. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna jump back to the store to buy some fuel. That was actually basically entirely not worth it. I got like 1 fuel out of the deal. We're going to attack and escape. That is a fire drone. They do not have anything that worries me. That's both funny and sad. See, now, it has a defense drone, it's just not a defense drone. Yeah, I don't think that counts as a defense drone. Oh man, it did actually manage to set fire to my ship. They have just enough to get through for the drone. But I don't actually care. Alright, so let's, I missed that mic. This will just absolutely wreck them. That's a really tempting surrender. And the reason why that's really tempting is that's 77 scrap, which is by itself good, plus a drone, plus, you know... And here we might actually come into a defense drone situation. So, what I'm going to do... That's going to be so expensive. I can actually do that. And I will. I will, in fact, do that. If there's a store at this point, I'm buying fuel at it, and that's about it. Oh my, so they do have a teleporter. And they're going to, it looks like they're going to be sending 2 at us. Into our cloaking room, which is actually huge, by the way. We'll pit you against each other briefly. I will cloak the first missile launch. So I need to watch out for that. In fact, I'm going to do this. We'll cloak. Miss. We're at 97% chance to dodge there. Alright, so we will flak. Do I want to flak first? Yeah, I do. I want to take out their weapons. And in fact, we can do some pretty decent damage like this. Oof, they could actually hit us with that. And they did. Those bastards. Their weapons are just really, really good. Say goodbye to your shields. So, 1 missed. Other than that, we did do some decent damage. And we will hit them. I think we can hit 4 rooms. 2 fuel is making me want to say yes. Because we're running really low on fuel. So I am. Which then I'm gonna just kind of keep jumping towards the middle. Because I would like to find a store, if only to buy fuel. If we can get through this sector, we're good. They've got a lot of weapons. So they're going to launch probably a decent barrage at us. That's an Ion Blast too. I am waiting for... We actually don't have much choice. I kind of have to cloak here. Alright, we then are going to mind control our pilot. Send 4 swarm missiles. Sorry, 3. Oh my gosh. Alright, backup battery, defense drone. This is dangerous. Alright, that's better. I should be able to hit you. This is some pretty risky stuff going on right here, but I think we'll be okay. Alright, swarm missiles up. Right as they cloak. Right as they cloak. That's just super annoying. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to mind control the pilot. Send our swarm missiles again, only 2 this time. Put our flat cannon in at them. And this should finish them off. I do not want your surrender, there's no fuel in it. And we get 3 fuel from their carcass, so that worked out well. We are running a little low on reactor power. What's this? Asteroid field. Let's go here. Explain that we're friendly. Yeah, I could have exploited them, but I would have felt bad about it. Would have felt a little bad about it. I'm going to ignore the station. I don't want to repair anything. I'm going to get a free repair at the end, at the start of the next sector, so. Okay, but we got 2 stores, which I'm going to stop at. Get some fuel, sell some extra stuff. We've got nothing interesting there, actually. I could get another Zoltan, which I actually might do. Wow, I had a lot of extra stuff I didn't realize I had. So yeah, I'm totally gonna buy another Zoltan. I don't even know what he's good at. What are you good at, Johnson? Shields. Well, you can go stand in shields. Extra power is always good. It's always good. We've got a bar of shields completely powered by Zoltans, which is pretty cool. I should buy some fuel. I should buy pretty much just enough to get through. Pretty much just enough to get through, just because we're going to get fuel at the start. We get like 10 fuel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably our max number of jumps. So at the very least, we should be able to buy 1 at the next. I was hoping. You have to keep the hope alive. But at the same time, that's probably better for us because we can do this. And this means I can power all the things that I want to. And I've got enough for... Well, I'm going to have to put 1 more into... Oh man, there's another store. There's another store. Oh, time to hate myself, because there's going to be weapon pre-igniters there. It's... Oh man, we are totally out of... They are sapping our engines, so we're going to go pretty crazy. So we're just going to keep firing our ion blast. We're going to mind control. Now, I thought I had that on auto fire, but I guess I didn't. No real reason I did that. That's shields, so let's just do this. We killed one of their crew. That was unfortunate. That reminds me that we really do need to improve our piloting system. Nice. That's gonna help us a lot, although that's 4 shots. We are getting pounded. So we've cloaked at the same time, but we still have our mind control going. And I'm just gonna wreck them. That 4 shots is getting pretty dangerous. I'm gonna close doors, let those get back up. Can't really sacrifice people at the moment. Our Ion Blast has not been continuously firing, I don't think. Alright. We don't have much choice here. Ah! I really need to get rid of their cloaking. It's been causing nothing but trouble. Now, I do need to be careful with my Ion Blast constantly firing the way it is. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Fight each other! If one of you dies, you both die. Or almost. So I could actually get the, with the Halberd Beam, I could in fact get the kill. And I might just do that. I could risk it with the Flak Cannon, but nice. 72 scrap. 94 scrap, I would only have to sell... I could do it. But I don't have to worry about it. Don't even have to worry about it. I'm pretty sure I get healed 10 at the start of the next one. So let's do that, because that became a real issue. We do want to improve this. And we also want that. So now... Oh, that's right. You said you're good at repairing, right? No, you're not. You're the one that's only good at shields. You're the one that's good at both. So I've made a mistake. I made a slight mistake the way that these guys got placed, but at this point there's not much I can do about it. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. You get healed, you get healed, you get healed. And then I'm going to return everybody to the wild. Which one's that? That's Nimki. Yep, that's why. Is that right there. So I'm gonna run you in here. Like you were. Actually, I want to put you in weapons. The reason I want to put you in weapons is so that that doesn't accidentally get mixed up again. Either way, we still get the same net power. So now we jump to the exit and we prepare ourselves. I don't need fuel. Off to the last stand. So we got, yeah, 10 fuel and 10 hull points repaired, so I nailed that. I'm going to hit as many of these repair beacons as I can, because they also give scrap, and most of those are super far away and I'll never get back to them. 30 scrap. That's enough for... Should probably do that. Yeah, that one repairs got taken over. I'm not going to... Oh man, so this is actually really bad. I don't know if there's a good way to go about this one. They've got a defense drone. Alright, I'm going to be stupid, but this is how we're doing this. I'm going to be stupid, but this is how we're doing this. I don't know how much mind control is allowed, but the way this is going to work is we've got our swarm missiles up, so I'm going to mind control, and I'm going to send all the swarm missiles at the drone control. I cannot use the halberd beam. I'm putting this requirement on myself. They can't really get through. They can come close. They really can come close. Alright, we've got swarm missiles up again. This is going to cost a lot of missiles. Our anti-drone got shot down. That's kind of okay. I'm just going to cloak. Just let the swarm build up, and it'll let my anti-drone get back. I'm going to mind control the pile again. Our weapons got hit. That's okay. Swarm missiles are up. That is nice. Well played. I think I fired that one too soon. So they're going to get that repaired. No, they're not. Just makes our chance of actually destroying them go a little bit up. I think I'm gonna fire right as the second one. Oh, I made a mistake again. Darn it. Now I am using a ton of missiles, but if you notice, we're at 45 missiles. And when I say a ton of missiles, I don't really mean that many missiles, because the swarm missile actually replicates missiles. Now they do have a clone bay, which is also something that isn't working out optimally for me, because some of their crew member are dying and being reconstructed, but they cannot heal their hull overall, so next barrage I will grab the pilot again. But we are doing pretty good right now. They would appear out of drone parts and possibly out of missiles. Their FTL is charging. That's really bad, actually. I need at least 2 missiles. Dang it. Well, I tried. I had to try. There was no way I couldn't not try for the achievement. I don't have enough power because it's in weird places. I had to try. I'm going to have to follow the ship in a weird pattern and fight with an AES. They do not have a defense drone, because holy crap, they don't need one. I'm going to have to cloak. Dear Christ, that's just a lot of stuff that's going to be coming at me. Alright, so we're gonna mind control the pilot. We're gonna send flak at him. And then we're gonna hope that this works. Stop their clone bay. Our defense drone is serving us well. Their flak didn't go through. Our flak did a good bit of damage, and that finishes them off. Worked well. Alright, 68 scrap, 72. Oh man. Okay, I'm okay with this. We actually have no choice but to. Alright, but this means that we can get a buffer on that, because we need buffer. You always want buffer. That. We're gonna do this instead. Actually, do I even have too much power at that point? Because currently, I'm not hurting for power. I can power everything I need. Exactly. Everything I need exactly. So, that would be that. Buffer. And I can't really buffer anything else that I want to. I could do this. And that's as accurate as we can get. Now, if I'm correct, We're about to be boarded. I don't even care. That's like negligible. They don't have a specific missile launcher. So I'm gonna do this. And I'm going to have to very, very well-timed dodge things. When I say things, I specifically mean that. So I take this off. And it missed. That miss flying in the background is like a godsend. Alright. So then we flak. I missed weapons. This is... you know, we just jump. I don't care enough to kill them. We're only gonna get like 1 fuel for doing it anyway. We get a whole point and 40 scrap. And we're gonna have to do it again. Yeah, this way was the right way to go. But I made a mistake, so we don't have much choice on that. So let me just think. I've got enough to power that. I could power Cloak more, but that's actually like a bad plan. So yeah, I guess we get that. And then I don't know what we do. I think we use the backup battery to power mind control, maybe? So we're jumping in the ship's wake, which means we're not going to have much leeway when it comes to... so much crazy shit going on right here. They do not have boarding though, so I don't even have to worry. Okay, so I almost made a terrible, terrible mistake there. Let's just close our doors here. They don't have any. Okay, the ABS missed. Tons of damage. And the ABS missed again. And hopefully that'll finish them off. And we should get like 1 fuel for this. Yeah, we don't get anything big. And off we go to fight the flagship. Let's see if we have equipped ourselves well enough. Alright, so we are going to actually mind control him, I think. I think that's our best chance for... I think that's our best chance of getting that as quickly disabled as possible. So they did finally get our doors. Okay, I'm totally okay with that as a thing, actually. So... alright. Hacking our doors is gonna do bubkiss for them. Alright, we do have to start all over again with that, but just to land a few more ions. They've hit our weapons, so our flak is down. So I think that's cue to switch to the swarm missiles. Darn it, that's really unfortunate. Because they're going to get their shields back up. Shit. Okay. They've come back up in the nick of time. No, darn, I misclicked. I misclicked, and it's going to cost me. Alright, swarm missiles are going to have to away and land perfectly. Alright, good. Missiles are down. That cloak is the next target. It absolutely has to be, unfortunately. Because if it's not... Oh no, my sensors have been damaged. Whatever, try and get there. Like, I don't really care, but I'm going to have to care in a minute here. Yeah, I absolutely do not want those up. At whatever cost. Oh no, they've hacked my doors again. Son of a bitch. Yeah, the hacking is making my Ion Blast 2 significantly less useful. So it is definitely the next target. I'm going to wait for the third missile. I do actually need that repaired. See, the problem is, well, I do have cloak in case another barrage comes in. I think our defense drone got 2 of them. Our defense drone is a boss. Alright, so that was unfortunate. Ow, that hurt. Okay, so... They still have cloaking is the obnoxious thing. He's damaging those. We almost got a third swarm missile. Away! Alright, it sounds like... Okay, what did they got? They got our anti-drone. I'm okay with that. Our anti-drone wasn't actually doing anything. Alright, our mind control took some damage. I'm waiting for that second swarm missile. Just both land, and we're good. Didn't quite. Alright, we're gonna have some repairing to do, but overall, at this point it's whatever. That's all I needed. Just land. Oh, I think something caught fire. I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, I know what happened. He had just ticked the missiles to red, which did a damage. Alright, so, fix this. Who is injured? You are injured. You are injured. You are not. You are not. You are slightly injured. Alright, you go fix that. I guess you're supposed to be standing in there. I need to save this layout again. Alright, we're doing good though. There will be no cloaking next time, but I am going to use the swarm missiles. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I need to get past the defense drone, and it's going to be a quicker and more efficient way with the shields. So the question is, what do I do with this 30 scrap? I don't think I can actually do anything with it, so I'm going to hold on to it and hope that I can use it later. I'm just going to follow the... We're following you. Alright, so let's quickly get our defense drones powered up. Let's get you mind controlled. I'm hoping that defense drone can take out those boarders. I don't want to have to deal with boarding drones. Alright. I've been silly and forgot to start firing my Ion Blast. But I will fire those swarm missiles. Alright. So we stop the Ion Blast 2 from firing. We cloak to avoid all of this shenanigans. Alright. So, this... Oh, man. I really hope we get mind control back. I want him to die in that fire, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Alright, so we did get a border. I think I'm just going to let him eat the backup battery, to be honest. It's probably worth killing him, but... swarm missiles there. Didn't do all that much damage. Getting another power surge. We're not going to be able to defend against this one. I just need him not repairing. That's the problem. Alright, once again, cancel those from firing. Okay, I don't know if that was one of ours or one of theirs, but we're getting those off right away. And actually, let's do this. We lost our defense drone, but their missiles are down, which is good. I guess we're gonna lose sensors too, but that's actually really bad. That's actually really bad. I don't think we got much choice though. We should put that power in engines. So we've almost got our swarm missiles up. How damaged is he? I don't even know. 89. Emily, I hate you. Just wanted to say that. We got Halberd Beam. We should really just try and do as much damage as we possibly can. Waiting for the power surge. Stop that from firing real fast. I keep forgetting they don't have shields, so my Halberd Beam just needs to go. And we've defeated them. Awesome. So, our ship's doing pretty darn good. I'm gonna send somebody... Oh, who's good at repairing? You're good at repairing, and you're good at repairing. Are you guys ready? Actually, I can just do this. And open all the doors on the ship, right? Let's see. And that'll spread it out. They still took some decent damage from that, but... This is one of those few times. So the thing is, I'm not going to use the mind control power there. Because I'm only going to be using it for one. And that's just to basically counter the enemy mind control while the super shields are up. It's pretty much the only thing I'm going to be using that for. So, that said, it kind of lends itself to not being needed, which means the 5-second cloak is actually more than necessary. So it's like I need one more bar of power, and I think that is the best that I can do. Yeah. I'm not even going to have full reactor on this. That's rather unusual, honestly. Well, it is time. So Ion Blast is actually like super duper our friend, because it's going to eat through that shield like nuts. Honestly, I don't want swarm missiles. I want flak. Get my drones out. Engine power. I think we're ready. Oh yes, board me. Board me all you like. I really don't care. You guys are silly. You will eventually get through those doors, but I won't care. I will launch the flak. I'm actually going to dodge the missiles. The lasers are going to be a problem. Okay, so... they're trying to escape. I want them to escape into someplace not useful. And I want to mind control one of them. Which I actually shouldn't have done, because now I'm going to get mind controlled. Yep, he's getting mind controlled. But that's okay, I'm not actually using a lot of these. This is the ultimate irony that I've ever seen. Our doors took damage, our medbay took damage, our cloaking took damage, but it didn't take too much damage. He's fixing doors. This is absolutely hilarious, actually. Our pilot got mind controlled and is helping us. Okay. Now they're fighting each other. That's okay. Yeah, we're about to get another power surge. We're not going to be able to avoid this one. Don't know why I'm putting out some of those. Should close all doors. Shouldn't close all doors. Our medbay is like hella on fire. Okay, see, there's the missiles that I can't now avoid. However, I can start doing some crazy stuff like that. Their mind control is red. So, bad stuff is happening. We are taking a lot of damage. But on the... okay, yeah, that's actually really bad that that's all the way down. But on the positive side, we are now doing tons of damage because they are defenseless. So, I think it ends here. We win right here because they have 5 hit points and we are going to hit 4 runes. Awesome. So yeah, we got into a little bit of dire straits here at the end, but overall, I know I got a little silent there. I was trying to do some math. Basically, it was just let Ion 2 eat through all their shields and then just do tons of damage. That was the entire strategy of the last one. So 36-39, not the best score that we've ever gotten, but it's up there. We actually seem to just constantly barely managing to make it on here. Nothing beat that adjudicator run, which was absolutely shenanigans. We didn't set any personal records here. Unfortunately, we didn't get any achievements. That's probably the biggest thing I'm disappointed about. But I was mostly going for the beat the game sort of thing rather than the unlock achievements. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So that's all but one ship that we've beaten the game with. We've still yet to defeat it with the stealth cruiser. But other than that, it's a lot of victories. I guess we haven't beaten it with the Lanius either. But we had a lot of fun with the Lanius. We got their Type B. And they don't have Type C. But for now, I think that's where I'll call it. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself quite a bit. Hopefully you guys learned something. We'll probably just be doing the stealth cruiser next. So some hints, if you don't actually know anything about the stealth cruiser, we don't actually start with shields. You will notice there is no shields room, but we do start with cloaking. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting ship. But hopefully you enjoyed the run as the Bulwark, the Rock A. If you did, go ahead and put a like and or favorite the video. It really does help a lot, and it lets me know that my content's getting out to people who are enjoying it and learning stuff from it, which is mainly the main reason why I'm doing a lot of these videos, is to hopefully help people out with games when they have trouble with them. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. I try and release relatively regularly. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the game, and I will see you guys next time.